Cheers to you as well. Nice to have you here. All right, let's other side. You guys will have to let me know how the volumes are once we dive into this. Visually speaking, so I hadn't really heard about this game before Focus Home reached out to me about maybe doing some sponsored content for it. So I'm like, I don't know, let me go and take a look at the game. And as soon as I saw the screenshots and as soon as I saw the trailers, I was like, oh, that's a pretty game. I really like the aesthetic. Everything is in black and white and red. It's what's black and white and red all over? Other Side. That's apparently the punchline to the joke all these years. And it looks really cool. I'm going to go ahead and play. I did start a game. What I did is I went through the first step of the tutorial, which was just the basic combat tutorial. And now I'm basically in the second stage of the tutorial, which is assembling some of our troops. So we're going to go ahead and jump in over there.
From this side of the veil, I can give you my daughters, birthed from my soul. You will need them to fight.
What I might do is bring down the... I'll see if I can tune and keep the voices nice and high, and then lower everything else, because it's really cool the little voiceovers in here. Because there's, like, the mother, who's fighting against the other, who's trying to break into our dimension, or hatch in our dimension. I'm not sure about the lore yet. And she wasn't really able to do it on her own, but now we're going to germinate some new daughters to fight. It's got a real creepy, like, you know, sort of everything is these weird, organic, alien-y, not Cthulhu-esque, I don't know, Geiger-esque kind of horrendous monstrosities, which... very, very good. As mentioned, and I should do this before we keep going, this is a sponsored stream from the devs and Focus Home. If you're watching this live right now on Twitch, there is a link down below where you can find out some information, as well as if you do !OtherSide or ! What game in the chat, you'll get some information over there. If you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, the information will be down in the doobly-doo. All right, so this is our chrono map. From here, you'll be able to manage your daughters in the Inner Void, select your next mission from the attack menu, and end the day. Let's enter the Inner Void to germinate a new daughter. Sure. I really even like the UI going on here. All right. Inner Void. So I haven't messed with this part of the game at all. I want to come into this part as fresh as possible. Welcome to the Inner Void. Here you can manage your daughters. Apparently we have Claire and Clemence right now, a Soul Slinger and a Blade Master. Enter the birthing pool. Here you can manage your daughters. Okie dokie. Germinate a daughter. Creating a new daughter costs 200 vitae. How much do I have? I have 600. I'm currently at 2 of 2. Oh, I'm betting. So it's getting me to germinate a third daughter. I'm willing to bet there's a limit to maybe how many you can bring on a mission or something. I don't know. Germinate. Prudence. Oh, and we can rename. Ooh. Hold on. Wait. I need a Moobot poll. I need a Moobot. I had no idea this was a thing, or I would have been ready. Hold on a sec. Redo. Archive. Create. Okay. If you do #name in the chat, it will enter you into a draw, and you can be my daughter. Aww. All right. And yeah, you only have to do it once because it's per unique name. You don't want to do it too often, or you might get kicked off for spamming. It's Augury Defiant. Okay, that's a really good name, I think. I don't know what the text limit is here. Augury Defiant. I'm just going to call her Augury, because honestly, that's a pretty strong name. First of all, it sounds pretty good. And Augury is like a divination, right? Like a premonition. An omen kind of thing, which I think thematically is very strong here. So, Augury. Blade Master excels in melee duels. The Soul Slinger supports her sisters from afar, and the Shield Bearer protects her sisters. Assign a class to your daughter. Choose wisely. It cannot be changed later. Well, we have one Blade Master and one Soul Slinger already, so I propose we make Augury a Shield Breaker. Confirm.
The others are converging, warping reality. You must stop suffering from feeding. Go. Close the first synapse.
Close the first synapse. Oh! See, I was going to say something about all these, like, sort of tethers and ribbons over here almost look like neurons and things like that, right? Like brain matter. So there's that. And then there's this sort of egg where I think the others or the other singular are maybe hatching from. I think this is the mother here watching things. I'm not 100% certain. So select attack. Available synapses 1. So boss unavailable. Oh, right, that was the other thing some people compared this to. Or if you go to the Steam page and it says other games like this, Darkest Dungeon is one of the things that's mentioned in the list, which is kind of interesting. From a sort of a meta campaign point of view, I can sort of see that vibe. All right, attack. Okay, it says 3 of 3. I guess we have 3, maybe all 3 are live. That might be what this indicator is saying in the top. And looks like we can bring 1 to 3 daughters here. New missions or synapses appear each day. Beat a synapse to close it. That sounds good. Looks like a xenomorph egg. Yeah, that's why I said it sort of had a bit of it's Geiger, right? The guy with like sort of the art that inspired a lot of like aliens, that sort of thing. Am I thinking the right name? I think so. Mission details. Here you can view mission details and choose the daughters we're going to set. Our mission is just hunt all creatures. Excellent. We're still very much tutorial mode over here, which I appreciate. HR Geiger. That's what it is. So I'm going to select Clemens. Oh, there we go. Okay. Claire. And Augury, who we just germinated. My babies. Openness, open threats, cursed therapists, plague doctors. Have no idea what kind of critters those are. But, yeah. I mean, we're just going to bring on everyone. Giger. Pronounced Giger. Okay.
What more must we sacrifice before the end?
I got that too. The physical laws of reality have no bearing on the others. Flanking behavior. While a unit is engaged in melee combat, attacks coming from the flank or the back will hurt more. That does sound like useful.
How many have died to appease suffering's ambition? How many more?
I'm gonna do... Can I... Oh, beautiful. Yeah. I mean, all the sound is really good, but I'm gonna have to make sure not to fight over it. I'm gonna set all the sound to about half, except for the voices. We're gonna leave that up there. I think that's gonna be fantastic. So look at the aesthetic here. So gloomy, so gray. I really like it. We can WASD to move around, we can zoom in, we can see our daughters here, so just, you know, grayscale and red. We've got a variety of actions here, so Claire, the Soul Slinger, I mean, everyone can move, that's fine. She's got a shoot, which costs 25 AP. I think it's grayed out because we literally have no one in line of sight. There's intercepting round over here. The moves with the lightning bolt here, these are, I guess, interruptions or like reaction moves, so you use this, and then it responds to something that happens on another turn. So interrupt the first attack on an ally within 10 range. That's actually supremely cool. You can see our hit points over here. 2% chance to dodge, 42 armor, which reduces damage from every blow. So there's this action point system over here, and there's this timeline for the initiative. So this is the order that things are going to be in. Colorblind can't be. It's not that they can't see red. Well, it depends on the type of colorblind, but they might see it at a different color. I think the red will still sort of stand out, just might not be the same. So you can see it's Claire's going to act first, then 20 time units later it's going to be Clemens, then Augury, then the 3 bad guys, and then theoretically we'd restart. But it's kind of interesting. So we have 50 or 100 AP on our turn. If we can spend it, and then what'll happen at the end of our turn, we'll be put at 100 over here on the initiative chart. So you go when you're at 0, so it keeps moving over. What's interesting in here, if you don't spend more than 50, if you still have 50 AP left and you just end your turn, what it does instead is it puts you at 50 for the initiative instead. If you've spent less than 50 AP. Otherwise, you go to 100. So if you have if you do sort of a half turn, you'll come back sooner. And I think that's going to introduce a lot of really interesting strategy in the interim. Now, where are the bad guys? I guess we don't have any vision. Oh no, there's a couple over here. Excellent. Okay, so I think, and right over here. Oh, this might be the first one to take on. Plague Guard, 1200 HP. That's twice as much as any of my daughters have. Holy cow. What's the range of my shot? Oh, well, we can see the red tiles over here. So what I'm wondering is if I just go to move and I move over here. I don't think cover's a thing in here, but it might still be useful. Actually, we might not have line of sight if I go there. But I can always intercepting shot and just set something up that way, which might be the best move. I might also have line of sight on these guys over here. Yeah, okay. Let me move over here with Claire. And no, I still can't shoot anyone. Oh, no, he's just over. Thought, hey, wait a minute. Surely I can get there. I can get just one step closer, and I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend 10 more AP. Unless... Okay, well, now I'm going to have to decide. So if I were to shoot, which I could, this would bring me below my 50. So it would dramatically delay my next action. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up an intercepting round, and then I'm going to end my turn over here. And yeah, moving to cover still blocks flank. That's an excellent point. So intercepting round is set up. Costs us 10% of our hit points to set this up, but it sounds pretty powerful. So now I'm just going to go ahead and end turn. So we'll be back again over here. So Clemens looks like a meleeer. That's a lot of damage, almost 700. We also get Imbued Blade. So this is a delayed action. So again, this game is going to be very sort of timing oriented. I think I could shoot twice. So possibly, if I had enough points, which I did, I could have just opened with that. But I think this is going to be fine too. So this Imbued Blade, it doesn't actually do the move until a little bit of time has passed. So you use the Imbued Blade, it ends your turn right away, and then 30 initiative units later, it actually does the move itself, which may or may not be what we're looking for. I think I'm going to run all the way up here with a burst, so I'll use 55 AP for right up to this guy. Yeah, probably should have shot a couple of times. Now I'm just going to slash him. Zoom in a little bit to see the action. Lots of blood! That's the thing with this art style. It's gonna feel really bloody. So yeah, Clemens only has 4 AP left. Can't really do anything with that, so we'll just end her turn. You'll see that Clemens went all the way to the end of the initiative order over here, and so is gonna act after Augury goes again. Or sorry, this is Augury now. After Claire goes again. In fact, Claire might be able to go twice, depending on how all the timings work out. So with Augury, we have a lunge and a slam. So these are both melee moves. She does have more armor, because she's got the shield bearer thing, so it might be related to that. Lunge, okay, hits 3 times. Slam, deals damage, and delays their initiative, and force the target to face the daughter. Well, that's quite interesting, because I'll have just enough. I'm going to run to here. Oh! Did I miscount? I thought I said it was taking 74. Was I not at 100 for my AP? Because I thought I was going to have 26 left over, so I'd be able to slam. Oh well. I guess that's that. Have we... Oh, is this modded Factorio? Have we ruled out Animal Crossing? These Minecraft mods are getting it. Whoa! Oh, I didn't know there'd be a cutscene for the intercepting round. That's cool. So it did damage and blocked the shot, which is excellent. So Claire's up now. See, these guys, you're gonna be able to murder those guys pretty well. Can we shoot from behind cover here? How come it's not giving me the preview? There it is. Okay. So I don't really want to shoot him because we'll be able to kill him. Like, he doesn't act forever. Clemens is going to go just first and be able to finish things off. So I guess what I am going to do is I'm going to move a little bit. Maybe I'll literally just move to this square right here. Bam, bam, bam. I think we shoot again because we could probably finish this off. It'll put us in the burst, so again, put our initiative to 100, but I think... Excellent. And then I can still set up a intercepting round if I'm willing to spend another 10% HP, which seems like a good idea, because it feels like interrupt the first attack. The attacks seem to do way more damage than 10%, because it's about, you know, well, about 47%. Is it max or current? I don't know if the 10% is our max HP or current HP. But still, this feels like it's going to save a lot more damage, right? When and how do you regen health is a great question. I don't know. I suspect that health doesn't naturally regenerate mid-combat. I guess I can still shoot here. So yeah, let's do it. I'm actually most curious about recovery time in between combat. Alright, so you're good here. 15 moves left. I'm not going to move again. So we'll just go ahead and end turn over here. So Claire's not going to go again for a bit. But now Clemens is up. So Clemens, we're going to go ahead and just try to finish this target off. Excellent.
Shred them down.
If you use over 50 earning benefit to saving at that point. I don't think so, because I think you start each turn with full AP. So I think you want to spend as much as possible. So we could have moved Claire if we wanted to, but it didn't feel like it was necessarily required. I could move to here. What would be the AP cost? Oh, I didn't actually mean to necessarily finish it, but sure. It's going to use everything, but that's fine. I'm curious later if we get some sort of attack of opportunity kind of talent or something, so that when we move into melee like that, we can prevent them from moving away. Wouldn't surprise me if that was a thing. It might just be an intercept or something, but that would be okay too. I think I'm just going to move to here with the 48, and then end the turn with 52 left over. Now Claire's going to go. And he's going to go on a 14. We actually might be able to finish him off with Claire first. 45. I'd still have enough for 2 shots. Assuming you're in range. You're not in range. So I'll just set up an intercepting round. And I'm just going to end my turn here. I think that's going to be okay. So he's going to get to move, but we still have 1 intercepting round loaded up. Oh, that guy's moving.
They worship torture and call it science.
I don't know, convotes, if preserving health between missions is important. This is literally our first go. All I did is the basic combat tutorial, but we're learning the sort of meta management side of it right now. I think Augury is going to come behind here. Thump. And so if I were to slam you, it would slow you down. Doesn't actually really change any of the math. Either way, I'm going to go first, so I think the thing to make sense, because I'm going to go before this guy moves again. I'm just going to end my turn here, because then I could, you know, just hit him. I guess I could hit him twice now, versus 3 times before his move. It doesn't really make a difference, does it? If I slam him twice, is it going to slow him down twice? I think 100's the maximum, but we can probably get him to 100, couldn't we? Yeah. Oh, it's got a little plus here. Maybe he's actually gone beyond 100. Oh ho ho! Yeah, lunge does more damage. But, yeah, we've slowed him down. He's going to go after Augury. Okay, that's incredibly powerful. One of the things I talk about on the Steam page is, like, the timeline and the importance of it. Yeah, we're basically just stun-locking the opponent. Doing slightly less damage is going to be okay. Alright, so we're up to Claire over here, who's just slightly out of range, but barely so. The shoot takes 25 AP. I think I'd like to just shoot 3 times. In fact, once is probably going to be enough. But if we come over here, we still have more than enough to shoot 3 times. I was going to say, I think that's all we're going to need, though.
Impressive.
And I want to make sure... Yeah, I'm just going to move here. Actually, I guess I could have moved there. I guess it doesn't make a difference. With 51 AP, I'm going to end it there, so I'll still get to act before this guy gets to act again. Not that I'm sure it makes much of a difference one way or the other. I'm going to jump to over here. Now, the imbued blade hits after 30.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
So we can see it in the timeline show up here. I'm going to use this because it deals... we'll end our turn. Hold on. Whiskey and chocolate. Oh my! English Badger. Hold on one sec. It feels like I can slash. Well, I guess we're just going to kill him, but I want to do one of our delayed moves.
Shred them down.
I want to do a delayed move. We're too OP.
My brave daughter is spent. She must rest till a new day.
Cool. Okay. English Badger, thank you very much for the contribution to the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. Hey, Quill, nice to see a new game. Here's something to help me celebrate my move to Dubai. You're moving to Dubai? What? That's so awesome. Holy cow. How did that happen? Okay. Did we all get to level 2? Is that what this is showing here? Did we just level up? Skills 1. Showing the remaining health. This one's taking damage, so that'll be the interesting question.
Come what may, we will
there's
slow
the XP gain.
suffering's progress.
Yeah, level up, level up, level up. Do I click on people here? No, I think we just continue. All right. Oh, achievement unlocked. First victory. Nice. Recollection ends if you have no way to continue, if you get beaten by a boss, or you choose to end it yourself. This will let you start a new try on the first day, gives you access to more shards, resources you gain from missions used to buy remembrances. So one of the things in this game, and I didn't want to say anything, because I'm like, oh, I want to keep it as a surprise, but I guess we're getting the info here, is it's sort of, you know how some games have those sort of, some of the rogue-like games have that mechanic where you sort of go, die, restart, but you keep some of your resources and you keep getting a little further? We've got some of that mechanic going on over here. So, I mean, we're sort of doomed to lose at some point, is part of the idea. Doomed to lose at some point, but then we're going to restart stronger and more powerful and be able to push further. Only move to the next day after closing at least one synapse. I mean, we've done that. Rest your daughters. Daughters need to rest. They cannot fight more than once per day. Okay. So I guess we'll do that. Tactical roguelite sounds awesome. It does, right? Learn a new skill. One of your daughters can learn new skills in the inner void. Sounds good. Observe her in more detail to learn about her. Here you can see your daughter's stats, traits, and skills. Wait, there's a sacrifice button. I can sacrifice one of my daughters? I guess if you change your mind, you probably get some points back. I like how you can resurrect as well. Skills can be unlocked by reaching new levels of mastery and upgraded with memories. This daughter has earned a new trait, reflecting what she's experienced. Traits cannot be removed or changed, even in death. When I'm feeling a ton of pressure. Alright, so we got Augury selected. New skill. Each time you unlock a new skill, you have to choose between two different abilities. We can have Blacksmith's Grace, which is a reaction, so 5% HP. Increase armor by 180 for 40, probably for 40 initiative times. And move up 15 initiative units on the timeline for each incoming attack. Okay, so this is where she gets really tanky. Put her in a position where she's going to get attacked. She's going to have a ton of armor, so she's not going to be bothered by it as much. And she's going to act faster every time she gets hit. We also get Shield Bash, which is an instant action. Deal damage, push a target 5 tiles. Enemies pushed into each other or an object take up to 120 damage. I think I want the Blacksmith's Grace, because we don't have a reaction on Augury yet, and I think this sounds really interesting and lets us dive a little bit more into her role as a tank. On the other hand, being able to manipulate the battlefield is incredibly powerful and important. A lot of people kind of had a lot of hardcore, old-school D&D players took objection with a lot of the changes in 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons. But what it had was unbelievably good and strong tactical combat, and it reminds me of stuff like the Shield Bash and moving people around. But I'm going to go for the Blacksmith Grace, if that's cool with you guys. I think it's going to be interesting. Clements over here. I mean, they both look like they have a level up. I don't know why you have the exclamation mark on Clements. So this is our Blade Master. So Lightning Strike, this would be a new instant action. Dash 5 tiles and deal damage. Or a reaction. She doesn't have a reaction yet. React to an enemy finishing movement in melee range and deal up to 527 damage. Okay, so this would target when someone moves into melee range with us. I like how there's a little video preview as well. That's really, really handy. There's a sort of talking about with attacks of opportunity, but I want something if someone leaves our range more than anything else. It means she has a trait. Look at the tabs. Okay. The remembrances probably. Oh, trait over here. Aha. I like the extra movement. I'm big on dash moves like this. I kind of feel like I want to do this. Because Clements is going to be a meleeer, so it sort of makes sense to give her a little bit more mobility. We're going to lock that in. And yeah, she's got a trait available as well. Aggressive. In fact, damage plus 50 from her first steps. She has led the fight against evil. We just have this. She's just aggressive. A daughter after my own heart. Excellent. So what else is blinking? So that's the daughter's overview. We've got the Codex over here. The Red Mother. Changed our realities, my dear friend. My body is gone, my spirit follows you. Together we can stop the chosen one of suffering. Sever the link that unites them. I offer you my memories. Shape our daughters and send them to stop suffering before it's too late. Suffering with a capital S. And then we have Mother. And then we've got flavor text for each of the individual daughters. All the enemies. Ah! Alright, I like it. Lots of vibe. What's remembrances?
Remember.
Remembrances give you access to bonuses that last through the whole recollection. A remembrance remains unlocked once it's unlocked, even if you start a new recollection. So this is the stuff that, even if we die, it continues forward. You should match traits to the moves available. Is there a specific symbol we're talking about with the traits? I mean, or just the fact that, like, she's, you know, damage, so that's going to be good. The enemy codex tells you how to act in combat. Might be a good idea to read them. That is really cool. I'll take another look at it in a sec. Remembrance for remembrance unlocked. Yeah. Unlocking a remembrance doesn't activate it automatically. You must use shards to activate it. You earn shards every time you complete a mission, but your pool of shards is limited to those you had at the start of the recollection. Once you start a new recollection, you get access to all your earned shards. So, I have 0 shards to allocate. We have the ability of damage left eyeballs. Start a run with 2 memories, except I don't have... Does it have a cost of 0? Already unlocked. It is active. Okay, so her trait, aggressive, it's got the square over there. I mean, it looks like it's just there. I guess once it's not so much you pick the traits as the skills, but I guess. But anyway, that seems fine. And here, so our Soul Slinger, got the shot, the intercepting round. I really like her abilities. No traits yet. We can get a second reaction. Deal up to damage to enemy in range, taking damage from an ally. Okay, so when one of our other daughters hits someone, the Shadow round would add more damage onto that. Wrathful Rain. You cast it on a tile, deals AoE damage, then move to an empty tile. So we shoot in an area first. Oh no, we deal damage and then blink away. So we AoE around us and then blink away. Yes. I think I really want this. Okay. Also says available memories, but I'm not sure. It might be related to the remembrance I just activated.
Remember.
Okay. I think we can probably start another mission now.
Give life to our daughters.
Equip memory. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what? Oh. Oh, we get to tune these. Oh, hold on. Okay. So, her memories are incompatible with Blacksmith's Grace, but they work with the Slam and the Lunge. We've got Drill, increase the damage of a skill by 20%, or Rush, increase the damage of a skill by 50. Does she have a multi-attack with Lunge? 3 times. So if we added Rush to this... Memories are like modifiers you can add to your skills. If we added Rush to this, presumably, it would effectively be adding 150. Fingers crossed. Okay, yeah, that's put in there. That's good. Do I just want to germinate another daughter, though? I think we should germinate one anyway.
Give life to our daughters.
I'm going to pick another name from chat. From Mubot. Draw an entrance.
Please.
It's Tasty
Guide
Sauerkraut.
me well.
Now, that's an unfortunate name, and going to be too long. Sauerkraut or Tasty? Call her Sauerkraut. Tasty Kraut. Let's call her Sauerkraut. I love sauerkraut. It's delicious. What class do we want for Sauerkraut? Yeah, and I noticed the memories have a cost to equip. I was gonna say, maybe a second range. We'd have 2 melee, 2 ranged. Soul Slinger, she slings Sauerkraut. Love that logic.
Now, unleash her on any who stand in her way.
Alright, next recollection, 25. You can start a new recollection anytime. This gives you more shards with which to activate remembrances. Okay. Well, let's do another attack. Hard or impossible? I'm gonna vote for hard as opposed to impossible. Now, we're going to be bringing 3 daughters with us. Do we bring the 3 we've leveled up, or do we sit out Claire so that Sauerkraut can get a level? Claire's injured as well. Don't forget to check out your injured daughter. Yeah. I mean, we did the rest in preparation. Claire is injured. Oh, regenerate. The only way to heal the daughter is to sacrifice another daughter of equal or higher level. The surviving daughter will be healed and receive a fragment of the sacrificed daughter's soul, gaining some of its power. The sacrificed daughter will be laid to rest in the cemetery. No! No! Equal or higher level. As I say, I don't think it would let me do this, to sacrifice Sauerkraut. Okay, let's, wow. But the thing is, we didn't take that much damage, so I think it's going to be a very attrition kind of game. What I'm going to do is I am going to leave Claire behind so we can get a level on Sauerkraut, and then maybe one can be sacrificed for the other. I know, that's cold. That's cold as hell, but that's what's going to happen. So we're going to bring Sauerkraut, Augury, and Clements. And you know what? We can sacrifice the ones we didn't name ourselves, right? Exactly. Boom.
Careful.
That 10% reaction cost seems a bit much now. Right, yeah. So if the reactions cost us hit points, and the only way we can heal hit points is by sacrificing daughters, that does start to hurt. Create your combos. You have access to more skills, allowing you to combine direct actions. Hold on!
Vile horror.
On our sword person, we had the option of doing a reaction of when someone enters our melee range, we attack. We could presumably combo that with the I knock someone around move. So you can knock someone into the Blade Master's melee range. Okay, that would be pretty cool. What I'm going to do here, just for the sake of YouTube recordings and make things a little bit cleaner, I'm going to put in just a little cut. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Part 2 is going to be live, should be immediately after this one. See you in a second.